know this, but we're canceled. Yeah, canceled. So I've been spending a lot of time on the couch playing Call of Duty in my underwear, which has done wonders for my marriage.
You're there with all the time, right? So now it's awesome. You're at home all the time. That's the best thing ever for marriage. Since a woman been married 22 years, that's not always the best thing.
My wife would come home, she'd be like, "Oh, there you are."
Again.
There I am.
So as you see,
Wow.
so, and if you do the pictures, we will be giving it to a charity.
Pretty good. Wait till you see who else is coming.
Yep, we got her here. I don't know how. Unless it's some facsimile thereof. We're not sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, I don't think that was a DragonCon welcome. Can I get a real DragonCon welcome for these
Not bad, not bad.
It made me feel funny in my tummy.
You get up here before everybody else.
You crowd
Because
surfed.
I'm a grandstander.
No.
Yes.
Not you.
Sure.
After 5 years now, you tell me? I never would have known
Oh,
that.
it's true.
Eddie likes attention?
I do.
Why are there colored pencils and a sketch pad up here? Is this like public access television?
No,
Eddie?
well,
No, we have to keep him occupied, otherwise...
Sketching with Eddie.
Yeah, they have to keep the short bus kid all entertained.
Otherwise he'll just tweet this whole thing.
actually, it's also because early on, he used to just doodle on whatever was there, and sometimes that would just be the drape,
Yeah.
and I got yelled at.
Girls' penises, you know that.
But he's also...
Thank you for that.
Did you get yours?
Oh, thanks. This was such a shock.
I was
when you did that.
so surprised.
So when they showed up to their table, each of their characters had an adjacent wang.
Don't laugh.
On the back of our
I-
place cards, it says, please remember you may be on DC TV right now.
I said wang.
Sure, say it 2 more times.
Do we want to talk about the Cymbalta ads or whatever, Cialis ads?
Cialis.
You know what Defiance
I've
gets
actually
into, though?
started giving out tabs of Cialis with every signed photograph. So if you're having trouble with the, I know a guy.
I know a guy. Also, we do want to say, Eddie's already, as you see, opened it up. So we will have a picture that we will be auctioning off for charity. And
What?
again, he not know
It's not of a wang.
no, whatever he wants to draw that's not
Oh, okay, all right.
Yes.
human
It's not
anatomy.
pornographic.
Yeah,
Doesn't
and that'll
have to
be
a schlong.
yeah, that will be in the DragonCon charity, and that money is all going to the Atlanta Community Food Bank.
Eddie, you should make a chapbook that's all of the synonyms you use for genitalia. It could be like 50 pages long.
Now, can I do that? Or are you going to ask for a percentage?
No,
No?
I don't want anything to do with it.
Oh, yeah, I'll take it.
I'm
Hey,
gonna.
guys. So, what's happening?
Thank you for having us back.
And thank you.
I'm always shocked. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
They're actually inviting me back?
Basically, what goes on your mind, so why were we canceled? Wait, all these people showed up?
I said earlier we're taking a picture of all of these people that are here, and I'm going to be tweeting it to Sci-Fi and saying,
Hey,
She
guess
is,
what?
look
They
what we
don't
got.
care.
I know, but I'm gonna do it. It'll make me feel better if nothing else.
Thank you.
So I just want to ask. I'm gonna go out and do the Q&A for the audience in just a second, but I'm gonna give you a question to go down the line first. How about let's talk. What were your feelings as you guys were doing those last couple of episodes? Because there was a huge arc of funny, sad, scary. How did you guys do all of that? And knowing that every time it was closer and closer to not being able to see Eddie's plumber acting.
Eddie just spent 4 months weeping, that's all.
I did.
It's true, yeah, he cried every day.
Well, I guess I'll start, if I may. For the most part, it was a happy experience because we were given the chance to close the show appropriately and properly and give the fans what they deserved for their loyalty. But at the same time, as we, like, you know, they'll be like, okay, that's a wrap in Artie's office. And Artie's office was a character.
Yeah.
You know, just as much as any of us with the warehouse. And so I remember one day I came running and I'm like, they took down the umbilicus! They took down the umbilicus!
You were so upset that no one had told me,
And everybody was like, not there, that necessarily, but everybody was like, yeah. And I was just like, well, but it's the umbilicus. I mean, that's where it all started for us, that scene walking up, you know, with the fish cleaner outer and the
Don't touch the bombs.
don't touch the bombs, you know. So a lot of great memories, and then a lot of ones that were tough to deal with. So
They did, but in fact for Eddie it was really hard because at one point, Jack Kenny, who was our showrunner, he had written the last episode and he was also directing it. And if you saw the episode, you know, there was a point where Eddie's character is saying goodbye to the warehouse, and it's his last memory. And we were doing this scene, and suddenly Eddie couldn't get through it. I mean, he really couldn't get through it. It was so emotional, it was so real, that I said, Eddie, what did Jack say to you before that take? What did he say?
Jack came over and he goes, okay, you know, let's remember to keep up the pace, and you know, you wanted to, and just remember, you will never have a chance to say this to these people ever again the rest of your life. So after the first take, I'm like, if anyone saw the Comic-Con panel, and I was like, so, I mean, when I weep, I cannot speak, and so I was a lot of non-speaking going on in the scene, and a lot of gurgling.
And look, it looks kind of constipated, but it's also really sweet.
Is he having a poop or what? So Jack came over and he goes, okay, let's try it again. Let's try it with a little less crying. And I was like, it's your fault! It's you! You're the one that said that. He's like, I'm so sorry, man. So like after the 9th take, I had wept all I needed to weep, and you know, I got it out. But you know, I mean, I made a point of looking each of my castmates in the eye and saying to them what I really felt. And so, you know, what you're seeing is me being as honest as I can be for myself as an actor, and for the fans, and for my castmates. I felt like I owed it to them.
Did it hit you, Joanne, right away? It hit you later, but it was over, right? It hits all at different places. I mean, you...
I don't really know what to say except that, you know, I walked onto the show at the age of 18, and we wrapped last year when I was 22, which is the years that most people spend in college. And for me, you know, I really do sort of think of Warehouse 13 as my college years. I had to, it was a destination. I had to leave my home and go to Toronto for a set amount of time every year with the same people, and I learned a lot. I'm definitely not the same actress or person that I was at 18, and so as we were filming the last 6 episodes, I don't know, I just felt really zen. I felt really natural. Like we were a success. We got 5 seasons. We have you guys. You know, the fact that we can come to these these things and fill up most of the room. I don't know how many of you were just left over from the Defiance panel. But you know, it's special to have been part of something that affects people this much. It was, and I got to tap dance, and I became the caretaker after all.
Super hot caretaker.
No complaints. I did take that outfit home. Yeah.
I mean, I was like, man, I wish Pete could have stuck around a little while longer.
Oh my God. You'll never say that
would
to
that
me
have been
again.
weird?
I'm leaving.
Well, I mean, we got together. I mean, Pete and Micah. Joanne and I never did. She always wanted to, but I was like, honey, let's stay professional.
He's at the bottom of this hole he's dug very neatly for himself.
And let's toss it over to Rubenek.
You're expecting wisdom from this side of me?
Yes.
Haven't you met me? I look old, but I'm really, really stupid. I mean, look, I was the old man of the show, which was odd, since I always thought of myself always, because I was a child actor who did theater. It's how Joanne and I first bonded, because we're both theater maniacs and loved the theater. And it's how I started, it's how you started. Eddie, I brought Eddie to his first play.
And second.
About a week ago. Seriously, 2 years ago, I brought Eddie to his first play. Ever.
Yeah. I mean, I was a wrestler in college, you know.
Yeah.
I was like,
What's that
meat,
face? What's
meat.
I haven't seen that face.
You never seen that one? Meat. So, you know, like, and then when I decided to start acting,
Oh no, we got Joanne.
Joanne's here.